Anchor is the best way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use from your phone or your laptop. Creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so that way it sounds great. They'll distribute your podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check. You already know what it is. Welcome to the No Safe Zone podcast. Shout out to Spotify. Shout out to Breaker. Shout out to Pocket Podcast. Shout out to Google Podcast. All the podcast sites that are supporting this site right here. Shout out to all of y'all. Everybody that's watching me on Facebook Live right now, because I'm recording Facebook Live while I stream this podcast. Shout out to all of y'all as well. If you want to donate to the podcast, so that way this podcast could be better than what it is right now, you could donate 99 cents, $5, or $10 to anchor.fm /No Safe Zone podcast. So if you want to donate, there you go. I'm back, man. Let's get to the shit. So, NBA draft coming up tomorrow. You already know what's up. Pelicans got the number one pick. They're picking up Zion Williamson in the draft, man. And that's cool. And they got the Lakers' 4th pick, which means the Lakers ain't got shit to pick for no rookies, meaning that they not going to have nobody really to put LeBron and AD around. So that trade was good short term, but as far as long term, it fucked up. It fucked up their 4 or 5 year plan. And, that's not a good thing at all. With the number 2 pick, the Memphis Grizzlies, they'll be drafting Ja Morant, hopefully. If anything goes how everything is supposed to go with the top 5, everybody will be going to the respective teams they're supposed to be getting drafted to. Meaning Zion number 1, Ja Morant number 2, RJ number 3, Darius Garland number 4, and DeAndre Hunter number 5. So that's the Pelicans, the Grizzlies, the Knicks, my Knicks, of course. The Pelicans, the Cavaliers. Yeah. So that's the top 5 picks right there. I think after the top 5 picks, it's really not going to be interesting at all until I'll start back watching when the second round come up, because that's when the sleepers come around, and that's when Mitchell Robinson was drafted by the New York Knicks 2nd round overall. So, and he ended up being a second team all defensive rookie, which panned out great for him anyway. So shout out to him. Shout out to my New York Knicks. We'll be talking about free agency in a little bit. Free agency, and we'll be talking about some trades in a little bit as well. As soon as we get done talking about the draft, my thoughts are, I want to hear thoughts of my audience. I want to hear the thoughts of you all. I want to know, what do y'all think about who your team may be picking up tomorrow in the draft? Oh, yeah, and by the way, tomorrow at 7:30, I will be doing another podcast while the draft is on. So tune in tomorrow at 7:30 if you have me on Facebook Live. If you don't have me on Facebook Live, you can type in my name on Facebook, Izani Price, IZANEE PRICE. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Twitter, Izani718. I follow back. Make sure you go follow the business pages as well on Instagram and on Twitter. That's No Safe Zone Podcast 718 on both platforms. Those are both the business pages. Make sure you support, show love. So my boy Wavy is in the Facebook chat right now, and he's a Chicago Bulls fan. They might be picking up Jarrett Culver. with the 7th round pick. Yeah, with the 7th round pick, but who knows? He's a shooting guard out of Texas Tech. He's 6'6", 195 pounds. So that should be a good pickup for them. But then again, it's the Bulls. The Knicks finna draft someone in Barbados. Yo, somebody in my Facebook Live right now is disrespecting. So I'm not about to put no voodoo on my Knicks, man, because I want my Knicks to be good. We ain't been good since 73. And the same person that's talking about my Knicks right now is a Buffalo Bills fan, and his team ain't never won the Super Bowl since like the 60s? So yeah. What do y'all think about the Knicks drafting RJ Barrett? If they may draft RJ Barrett, is it a good thing? Would it be good for the culture? And if we draft RJ Barrett, do y'all think that would help a case for Kevin Durant coming to the Knicks as well? Not only Kevin Durant, but Kyrie Irving. And let's say Kyrie don't go to Brooklyn and he do come to the Knicks, and then you add RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett is a 6'7" shooting guard out of Duke. Hey man, and he could play the point and he could play shooting guard. So I feel like that'd be great. I feel like that'd be great for the team. The Pelicans having the number 1 and the number 4 pick. That was a steal. That was a steal for them getting that 4th pick from the Lakers. I feel like the Lakers are just stupid on that for giving away that 4th pick for so little. You give up Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart for somebody that's going to be a rental player and that might not even play for the Lakers next season. So think that was good short term, but as far as long term, no. And then when you think about it like this too, the Lakers, they have $27 million in the cap right now because of Anthony Davis getting traded from the Pelicans to the Lakers. So if you think about it like this, they don't have really no room to draft. I mean, not draft, but to pick up anybody in free agency that'll be good to go around LeBron and AD, unless you get a guy like a Kemba Walker, a Kawhi Leonard, or Jimmy Butler. Other than that, it was good short term, but I feel like the Pelicans might make some noise this season coming up. You just gotta wait to June 30th and see what happens in free agency. Let's go to the Memphis Grizzlies. They might be picking up Ja Morant. They just traded Mike Conley to the Utah Jazz. And that was another clown trade right there. But it's the NBA. Some execs is just stupider than others. So, yeah. That's all I got to say about that right there. But Ja Morant, on the other hand, he's a 6'3", 175-point guard out of Murray State, and he's considered to be one of the best point guards in the draft, if not stating the claim to be one of his own. He calls himself a point guard and not a point guard. It's a lot of noise for somebody that really ain't make no noise on the big level yet. But it is what it is. He feel how he feel, and I feel like that's great for him. What do y'all think about Ja Morant and him getting traded to the? I'm not getting traded, but getting drafted to the Grizzlies. Is it a good thing? Do y'all think that he should go to the Grizzlies, or do y'all think he should go somewhere else as far as getting drafted? If it was up to you, where would he get drafted? That's what I want to know. Let me know by following me on my following me on my platforms and hitting me up in the comments or whatever, and letting me know your thoughts on what may happen tomorrow in the draft and what will happen in the draft tomorrow. Do not forget, it's tomorrow, 7:30. I will be doing a NBA draft podcast while the NBA draft is on. So catch me tomorrow. The Suns do need a point guard. And from what I'm looking at right here, the Suns could be drafting Kobe White, 6'5" point guard / shooting guard out of North Carolina. Don't they got Devin Booker? I don't know. I don't care. If it ain't Knicks, I don't care. I don't care what they do. But yeah. Let's talk about. Matter of fact, let's go back to the draft real quick. Let's get to the shits. Because I feel like. What if. Okay, I forget about something. The Hawks tried to trade the 8th and the 10th pick for the New York Knicks 3rd. And I feel like the Knicks made the best decision possible by not doing that. By not doing that trade. Because if you would have did that trade, it would have been Phil Jackson era all over again. And Devin Booker is a shooting guard. So they do need a point guard. And I feel like Kobe White, since he's coming out of Phoenix, since he may be going to Phoenix, he might be the best pick for them. But yeah, that's enough of the NBA draft talk. We'll get more of that tomorrow. Let's change topics. Let's go into some music news. Get into the shit. Let's go into some music news. You already know. Trina and Nicki Minaj just made a remake, the Cash Money Project, for Baps. So I guess they got a song together. Cool. I feel like it might hit. I haven't heard it yet. So anybody that heard it before me, let me know what y'all think. If y'all heard it before me. Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. Always, I'm gonna always say that on this podcast. That ain't never gonna go away. He's gonna have, well, not gonna say he's gonna have, but they're doing a tribute to him at the BET Awards on this Sunday. I'm not gonna plug BET and say watch the BET Awards because nobody watched the BET Awards since 106 & Park was on. So, yeah. But if you was to watch the BET Awards, only watch it for the Nipsey Hussle tribute. I feel like that's gonna be great and that's gonna be needed. Nipsey was a guy I talked about on this podcast, in the last podcast, that he was great. He was a great dude. He did a lot for the culture or whatever. He gone too soon. I feel like it wasn't his time. So rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. I hope they do him right by doing this tribute tomorrow, because if they don't, it's gonna be a lot to talk about the next day. 50 Cent is saying that Biz Markie owes him money. What's up with 50, man? 50 Cent is one of my favorite rappers of all time, if not my favorite rapper. My favorite rapper is Jay-Z. We all know that. That claim is already taken for the best rapper alive. But 50 Cent demands money from Biz Markie, gets food stamps instead. So Biz Markie flipped it on him and gave him some food stamps instead of some real money. Yo, that's hilarious. What do y'all think about 50, man? Is 50 doing too much by telling these people to pay him or whatever? Or do y'all think that's just classic 50? Do y'all think this classic 50, dude, is 50 doing what he normally do? Or y'all think he just need to chill out a little bit? I feel like he's doing what he normally does. And 50 running everybody's bags, that's right. 50 running everybody's bags, telling them to pay up. Shit, Bow Wow just paid the nigga. I'm surprised he got real money. So I don't want to talk about Young Thug. Yeah, but 50's is the classic dude, man. If not one of the most entertaining people in the world, you got to give him his credit, man. Because that boy, he came from nothing. Meek Mill and Future going on tour together. What y'all think? If I was to go, I would go to see Meek. I'm not going to see Future, so I don't want to be in the depression and all he talk about is popping pills and shit, and I ain't with it. That's just my opinion of the dude. Anybody that like his music, they like his music. Ain't nothing wrong with his music, but some of his music now is just not for me. I'm sorry. Anything that he talk about is just like you promoting drug habits and shit, and I ain't with it. And there's people out here that got real drug habits that's trying to kick it and can't. So, yeah. Yeah, Meek Mill is going on tour with Future. You got Megan Thee Stallion gonna be on the tour. YG gonna be on the tour. DJ Mustard gonna be on the tour. Shout out to YG. Shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. Shout out to Mustard. So it should be a little popping tour instead of Future coming out, because everybody gonna pull out their Xannies and shit and do it. And then they're gonna go to sleep and wake back up and see somebody else's performing, and they missed Future's whole performance. Not the best Future or anything like that, but it just ain't for me. Let's get off that. Let's talk about J. Cole, Dreamville album coming out soon. And I feel like J. Cole is really has a dynasty with these new rappers. As far as JID goes, as far as any of his new artists, he got it. And I feel like Dreamville has the right and has the claim to be one of the newest and the greatest record labels out right now. I feel like Dreamville is nothing but a new rock. Well, I ain't gonna say new Rock Nation, because Rock Nation ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna say new Rockefeller, because Rockefeller, that was a dynasty, and I feel like Dreamville could be a dynasty. So let me know what y'all think about that, as far as how y'all think that album may go. Are y'all J. Cole fans at all? Anybody in my Facebook? Any in my Facebook chat? Y'all J. Cole fans, what do y'all think this album might consist of? Are y'all messing with it or you're not? We gonna see how that album drops. Drake, he in album mode. Drake is in album mode. It's about to be serious. And we don't know what the album is gonna be called yet, but I'm hearing reports right now. I'm looking at reports right now that he's in album mode and he ready to drop some music. I guess he feeling good after Toronto won that damn championship. So you ain't gonna be able to shut him up for too long. I'm looking forward to some new Drake music though. Let's just hope he can keep Pusha T name out his mouth. Because I don't want that's gonna be that's gonna be another body for Pusha. I feel like Pusha T won that battle. So anybody that feel different, let me know. I mean, I love opinions. However y'all may feel, then that's y'all. It's all good. Let's stay on music. We're not going to talk about Post Malone because he's a culture vulture. Nicki Minaj sets to release date for the mysterious Megatron, her new album. She dropping some new music as well. That's going to be crazy. We've been waiting for new music since Queen, and I feel like Queen was one of her best albums. It could have been better than what it was, but it is what it is. She did a thing on that album, and you can't take away from Nicki's talent. Rap-wise. And as far as battle wise, she ain't messing with nobody out here as far as Remy go. Remy body the Cardi. I mean, Cardi ain't really no beef with her, but I don't think Nicki want no smoke with Cardi. Oh snap! So, anything else that needs to be talked about will be talked about. I'm hearing T Grizzly put out some new music. Haven't listened to it yet. I'm not sleeping on them. I just haven't listened to it yet. I haven't had the time to listen to them yet. When I get the chance to listen to them, I will. I like T Grizzly though. Shout out to T Grizzly. He's one of the guys or whatever. He cool. He can rap. That's one of the new rappers out here that can actually rap. I like it. I like his music. I like what he stand for. And he coming into his own as far as this industry thing go. He getting used to it. It's not too often you see a street nigga come into his own as far as music go. But he getting into that bad. And I salute him for it. Shout out to Grizzly. Boondocks is coming back. They getting a reboot. My question to my listeners are, and will be, what do y'all think about this reboot? Do y'all think that this generation will accept it how our generation accepted it? Or do y'all think it's going to get canceled before the 5th episode? Because I feel like this generation is too damn sensitive in certain topics that people talk about and everything like that and want to talk about. But I feel like the Boondocks, they had a good run, and they will have a good run if they stay consistent like they used to a few years back when they was out. Nickelodeon is bringing all that back, and Good Burger, a Good Burger too. How do y'all feel about it? That's just the question. I don't want to deep dive into that because there's not really much to deep dive into about that. Let's see. Wu-Tang. Have y'all seen the documentary yet? I'm hearing that it was a good documentary. I gotta watch it. Oh, When They See Us. I haven't watched it on Netflix yet, but if y'all watched it, let me know how it is. I'm hearing different reviews about it. Well, not different reviews. I'm hearing the same reviews about it. I'm gonna be pissed as far as watching it goes, so that makes me not want to watch it, and I might not just watch it. But salute to the fellas that finally got their freedom back off that bullshit case. And, wish you well in everything that you may do in the future. And if I ever have an opportunity to interview one of y'all, I will gladly take that opportunity and be honored to do it. Cuba Gooding Jr. turns himself in to authorities over alleged groping case. Radio just don't stop with me. I'll tell you, the stuff that celebrities do nowadays, man, is hilarious. Man, let's stay on music. T.I. reportedly joins cast a movie about Flint's water crisis. So T.I. just going from rapper to actor to activist, and he don't know if he want to be a rapper again. I guess he's not rapping no more because he's doing this little activist thing now. It is what it is. It's all good. Salute to you, T.I. Do your thing. And my condolences to you and your family about your sister if you ever get the chance to hear this. Oakland Raiders, they gonna be featured on Hard Knocks. They got Antonio Bryant, and I want to say Antonio Bryant, Antonio Brown. I don't even know the dude's last name. They got one of the ABs. I can't remember his last name though. But I feel like the NFL season is going to be crazy this year, other than my Giants being trash. They need to really, really update that front office and update that offensive line in order to do something like we did in 2007, 2008, and 2012. But that's another subject for another topic. We offer the sports. So let's stay on music. Oh, another thing. I'm lining up some big interviews. I'm not going to announce it until it's confirmed. But when it get confirmed, y'all are going to love it. Y'all are going to love it. I'm reaching for the stars for these interviews, man. And when I get these interviews popping and get the chance to interview the people that I'm trying to interview, there's big things coming ahead for this podcast, man. You're not just probably going to see me on Spotify. You're probably going to see me on different situations as well. So keep your fingers crossed. Everybody that I emailed today, hopefully you listen to this. Hopefully I'm trying to get an email back. Keeping my fingers crossed. I'm trying to get up there in that light. So shout out. So that was the end of this podcast. I'll be back tomorrow with the NBA Draft podcast streaming at 7:30. I repeat, 7:30. If you want to watch if you want to watch on Facebook Live, go to my Facebook, Azani Price, IZANEEPRICE. If you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, follow me on my personal, Azani718. If you want to follow me on the business page, No Safe Zone Podcast, on Twitter, Instagram, and the business page on Facebook that I just made the other day. Shout out again to all my sponsors, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Google Podcasts, Breaker. Shout out to everybody that's sponsoring me, man. Well appreciated. Trying to get up there with the big boys. I'm already on Spotify. Shout out to Joe Button and podcast. Shout out to all the podcasts that's on Spotify. Shout out to Revolt, all them boys. I'm trying to get up there. Shout out to Rock Nation as well. Trying to get up there too. As soon as I hit that Rock Nation level, it's going to be different. It's going to be different for real. But that was it for this episode. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.